Do you own your voice? That's a great question that I get again and again from talents or content creators like voiceovers and podcast hosts or performing artists. Well, good news and bad news. So let's start with the bad news. No, you do not own your voice, at least not in the UK, in the same way that you own your house or you can own your car. However, that's not to suggest that you're without means or mechanisms to control your voice and get a say in how your voice is used by others. So you can have access to control and legal protection in things connected to your voice, even though you don't have protection for the voice itself. For example, if you are working from your personal studio, you will make your own recordings of your voice in the form of a sound recording, for example, or even a film. And if you do that, you own copyright in that material. And that allows you to control what happens to the recordings and the voice that's contained within it as a result. So copyright can be a way you control and end up owning your voice by default, even though you don't really, according to the law. Another mechanism you can use are data protection rights, because your voice classes as a form of personal data because it's a very effective way of identifying you as a personal and an individual. So you can use any rights contained with the personal data protection regulations. For example, if your data has been used, that is, your voice has been used without your consent, it's been collected and processed by a third party, a platform, or a company, you can ask for the data to be erased, or you can use what we called the right to be forgotten in certain circumstances. And that can be a really powerful mechanism for you to rely on in order to get control back over your voice when it's been used without your consent. Another tool at your disposal are performers' rights. Performers' rights are performers' intellectual property rights. They're very much like copyright, but they're different. They attract to your performance. So they don't cover your voice itself, but it will cover the performance that you've given of a text or of any other materials using your voice. And very much like copyright, you can get those rights protected and enforced when your performances have been used without your consent, and that will by default and by extension cover your voice as well. And last but not least, another key way or means you can protect your voice is using your own contracts. When you make deals, agreements, or contracts with clients, make sure in your contract you include provisions that will require them to ask for your permission before they use your voice out of context or recordings of your voice out of context outside of the scope of the project you are collaborating on. That's really important. And an effective and easy way to do that is to insert what we call AI clauses or AI riders. It's a topic I talk about, I write about, and I also teach on. So if you want to find out more about this, go to MathildePavis.com and go and grab free information, free resources, or sign up onto my next digital course on the topic. I hope this was helpful. I am Dr. Mathilde Pavis. I'm a lawyer in your corner. I'm on a mission to make sure you know your rights, you use your rights, and you monetize your rights wherever you can. I put out as much free resources and information as I can. So if you want to hear more, if you want to find out more, if you want to stay up to date, sign up to my newsletter, follow me on social media, or subscribe to my channels. You can contact me. Do send me your questions. I answer as many questions as I can. And when I get more of the same questions, more than once, then I end up creating one of those videos so that other people can learn from the questions you've asked me. So do not hesitate. Get in touch, whether it's through social media, DMs, emails, or my newsletter. I'd love to hear from you. And in the meantime, have a great day.